Welcome to the less than, greater than, equal to program. We're looking at a question here. We're comparing these two numbers. And this one's written in literal notation. This one's written in fractional notation. And we want to write them in the same notation. Now, literal notation is hard, so don't write it that way. I think the easiest thing to do is just write them both in standard form, and away you go. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so what I'm going to do is 27. I'm going to write 27. Right, and decimal place. All right, 297 thousandths. So the thousandths decimal place, this is tenths, hundredths, thousandths. So that's the third decimal place. Okay, so then I'm going to look at 297. Well, 297 is this number, 297. I just have to make sure the 7 lands in the thousandths. Okay, like that. And there you go. Okay, and we're comparing it to this number. Well, right away, that's 27, and we're comparing it to 207. Well, which one do you think is bigger? This one. All right, but I'm going to write this one in standard form as well, so I'm going to write 207, and I have 297 thousandths. So once again, thousandths place, and then I'm going to write 297, and I'm just going to pop it in so the 7 lands in the thousandths place, like that. Okay, so which one's bigger? This one. So the Crockett-Gator eats this one. All right, let's go and look at that. Okay, so Crockett-Gator eats that one. Okay, there you go. And let's press the enter button. Yay. All right, here's another question. Now this one is in literal notation and compared to standard form, so that should be very straightforward. So 308 and 983 thousandths. So let's get to that. All right, so here we go. We have 308. So I'm just going to write 308, a decimal place, and then we're talking about 983 thousandths. So once again, thousandths, so I'm going to write tenths, hundredths, thousandths place, right? And then I'm going to write the number after the and, which is 983. So 983, I'm just going to drop that, make sure that the 3 ends in the thousandths, like that. And there you go. All right, so once again, we're comparing 308 to 38. Now, what do you think is bigger? 308. Okay, so the Crockett-Gator is going to eat this one, right? And here we go. So the Crockett-Gator is going to eat that one. So we click on the greater than symbol. Okay. And that's it. Let's go and look at another. Let's see if we're right, by the way. Okay, here's a nice one. We have expanded form versus standard form, so let's try that out. All right, so we have 6 followed by two spaces. So we write 6, 2 spaces to get to the decimal point, and then the last decimal place is 10 to the negative 3. So that means I'm going to have 1, 2, 3 decimal places after the decimal point. All right, so I put the 6, put the 2 blanks, and then I go to my next number. 4 is followed by 0 spaces before the decimal point, so the 4 goes right here. Then 1 times 10 to the negative 1, so the negative 1 tells me it's the first decimal place after the decimal point, so the 1 goes right here, the 1 goes right there. Okay, so the 1 goes right there, and then the 8 is in the second decimal place following the decimal point, and then the 6 is in the third decimal place. Okay, and then you fill up any of the empty spots, like that one, with a 0. Okay, and so here we're comparing 604 to 64. Okay, like forget about the 186 thousandths. All right, so which one's bigger? This one is the one on the right, on the left. Okay, let's go and put that in, see if it is right. Yay, you can't see it, there's a little yay guy going by. All right, and that's how you do less than, greater than, equal to. Have a good night.